again.
Alright, today we will be judging this series. Wait, weren't you? Oh, I thought you were at 900 subscribers.
What?
At
No.
one point.
No, I wasn't.
900.
No, I reached 900 uploads. That was what you saw.
Wait,
That was my email thing.
Here's...
It told me that I had 900 uploads on a day that I hadn't uploaded anything, which makes no sense.
We're a bit quiet on your end.
Yes, and I'm here.
Yeah, Alex is here.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, I haven't introduced you guys yet. We've kind of like been half conversing about certain things. So yeah, but yes, welcome everyone to MyStreet 5 years later. I have actually like put these guys all the way down because on the microphone stuff because that's just what I did. So yeah, but now I think they're actually Discord is malfunctioning. Let me just check. Yeah, they were
It
still
won't
talking.
leave my head right now.
Well, let's hope it does.
Yeah. So okay, so welcome everyone to MyStreet 5 years later, and we are, I guess appropriately, we've got a Marvel fan here. We have in fact reached the end game of season 1. Not quite, but it's still close enough. Close enough. Yes, ACON 2016 has rolled around, and due to the cancellation of ACON 2020 and ACON 2021, due to unfortunate circumstances, we're here today to reminisce about the good old days once more, because, of course, I get the feeling that everyone was disappointed about ACON 2020 not being a thing just in-universe. And then we were also... so, yeah, first of all, sorry about the huge delay. My computer is devoting all its memory to Streamlabs, and it's still not working properly today, so it's a little bit slow. But yeah, and also that's the reason that these guys cut out sometimes. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try doing that. And seems to be the chat talking about the mutant girl because that's because yeah, Kitty Cat, the Queen of Cats, Pokemon FNAF and Peace has watched it recently, so that's why it came up. Sorry, Alex, you were saying something?
Yeah, I was just asking, is ACON based on it?
Canon in... Well, is COVID canon in the MyStreet universe?
In the MyStreet universe, it's entirely possible. The MyStreet universe only goes up to thus far 2018, so that we don't really know for sure. It's probably going to happen, but who knows?
I don't know. I mean, even in another universe that I will not name.
It might not even get addressed.
Yeah. I mean, it may just be like it's a fantasy world practically, so it could be like it doesn't exist. Ooh.
Yeah.
COVID who?
Yeah. So I'm just going to read out a couple of things in the chat that I haven't really responded to do with that. So Kitty Cat says that it was amazing. I understand why people like it and why people also like Empress because she's like a cool older sister to Morwenna. Yeah, I feel like Empress is definitely the cool older sister archetype. That's kind of what I was going for with her because Naseeb, when she was just using that character from her canon, she's very different. She was very vain and super rich, and that was like the only thing about her. And also have the same agency of chaos that you would expect from anyone from a Naseeb canon. I kept the whole vain and rich thing, but I put like a bit of a more positive spin on it, so people actually liked her character. Speaking of people who like her character, hello Emily. That was really well timed. Yeah. So and then Julius and Rainer are cool too, though Julius needs to work on his jokes. I guess you can say they're neutral. Yes, exactly.
Listen, Julius is hilarious. Maybe because I don't have much of a sense of humor, but that's beside the point.
I mean, I've said this before. The reason that the neutral joke works is precisely because it isn't funny. That's the idea.
It's hilarious! What do you mean? I unironically find it funny.
I mean, that's good, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's definitely the point that is visually introduced that's like an annoying pun. But yeah, if you think about it, it is actually the most repeated joke in gacha history because of how long the mutant girl's been around for. So that's like exciting.
Die, no matter how much people want to kill it.
And BB says the only thing neutral is my face when hearing about gacha series. Yeah, as long as we don't tell you about gacha battle mode, you're fine. That's true.
Gacha battle mode. Ooh.
Oh, he hates gacha battle mode. We played one game of that on the Wildflowers, and yeah, that was...
What the hell is that?
Oh, it was the community down we had before the Butter Bunch, actually. We kind of left the Wildflowers to then go to the Butter Bunch and form it ourselves because it was really poorly managed. So,
All right,
Yeah.
here's the story of the Wildflowers. It was once a group channel Jacob was a part of, and then it died. Now it's not.
yeah.
And
So that yeah. So then so yeah.
Well, that's nice to know.
Yeah. Myself, BB, and Emma were all in the Wildflowers, and then we all decided, and then BB, Emma, and I decided, yeah, we're gonna. This isn't working. No one's like about anything. There's nothing. There's poor maintenance for this. I mean, we're all super busy with our own channels. We need to like create something we're actually like all gonna sustain ourselves on. So then, and then we called Aiden along as well, and then formed the Butter Bunch. But that's a story for another day. We seem to be losing people. We got up to 10 people at one point. Now we're down to 8. So I feel like we're losing some folks. Let's go ahead and crack on. So yeah, without further distraction,
Okie dokie.
on with the reaction.
oh man, they're just walking into walls. Jeez.
Oh, good grief! Yeah, you're right. To be fair, that's what I do.
Well,
in
it's very
recordings.
unnoticeable, at least.
To be fair, I do that at buildings
There's
sometimes.
Ash. There's Ash from 20. Well, it was like 2015.
And then-
Ash from Pokemon X and Y, which is one of my favorite Pokemon animes. And he's wearing that outfit, and I love that outfit. And
Yeah.
I miss that.
And then we got
series.
Deadpool and Jean Grey in the background, and then like 5 other Deadpools.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we got some
I noticed.
generic girls, and then Pink Girl. I don't know why there's Pink Girl.
Deadpool had just
Pink
come
Girl.
out, so of course there's going to be a
LD
ton of
Shadow Lady.
Deadpools. Oh, LD Shallow's here. Oh, you know what?
Uh-oh.
You guys talk about that. I didn't realize I forgot to get my milk and snacks, so I'm going to go back. You guys talk about everyone that's
Yeah.
there, basically, in that one image.
All right, so there's Angry Doge. There's Peridot
I
from
also-
Steven Universe. There's
Yeah, I was about to
Metroid
say
Girl from Metroid. Samus. I call her Metroid Girl. Oh wait, there's Luffy. I see Luffy. Looks like there's Luffy in the background.
Who is this
Um,
by like Ash? Like on the other side of that girl by Ash?
I don't know. I think they're just generic girl characters.
Wait, Pinkie Pie in human form? What?
Wait, is there Pinkie Pie in human form?
Oh, right here. Oh, by the blonde dude. In like the circle.
Oh, that must be Pinkie Pie from Equestria Girls. Oh.
I haven't watched My Little Pony since like last year, so.
Yeah, I mean it ended, and now they're coming out with a new series, which, like, part of me wants to say, oh, it will be good, and then part of me is also like, don't kid yourself. I have heard. I doubt. I don't think it will be that great, unfortunately. I'm a very cynical
We'll see.
person, and for what I heard, I don't like the way they're going in the direction of the story, especially how all the My Little Pony, like, unicorns, Pegasi, and just Earth ponies are now separate, and I don't like that because it feels like a devolved version of the world. Like yeah, we could have other species existed and but we can't have like them be together. Like that just seems like a weird way of doing a world evolution, especially since it's supposed to take place at the same world as Friendship is Magic, and I'm annoyed by it. And I don't like it, and people are like trying to justify it. No.
Are we talking about
I
My
ain't
Little
about-
Pony again? That
Yeah,
comes-
we're talking about the new My Little Pony series, which I think is going to be crap.
that comes up a
because-
lot
Yeah,
with
so
you.
we're talking about My Little Pony. Because, oh, sorry, I didn't
Wait.
mean to start it.
Oh, Winx Club is 100 times better than MLP. Well, I haven't watched MLP, but I have watched Winx Club in Spanish, so I can agree with that.
Well, I have not seen Winx Club. I'm sure it's a good series.
Oh, it is,
I'm
yes.
just-
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't got around to seeing it. I've heard the Netflix adaptation was terrible, for what I heard.
Oh yeah, I've watched videos
Oh,
about
God.
that, and from what I can see, yeah, I mean, good grief, no.
I hate the live
Kitty,
action
also
Riverdale.
below there. I am Alex. Yes, I've been. I guess behind the scenes. I guess or something like that.
Very,
he
very
hasn't been
behind the
around
scenes, I
lately.
guess.
Again, you
Yeah.
know, you've been a busy bee.
Yeah,
Kind of.
I'll tell you what. Fun fact about Winx Club actually is that it's kind of inspired like very different things for me because there's one thing in the season 2 of that where the main character Bloom gets controlled by the main villain of that series. I'm not going to spoil anything else. But then from that point onwards, I thought, okay, well, I was also a big fan of Ben 10 at the time when I watched this as a kid. So then I thought, okay, well, I'm going to try and apply the same thing but just make a spin on that and have it happen to Gwen in the series. So then we came up with that character in our school where we did like role plays together. And he said, oh yeah, this is Dark Gwen, so we're going to be fighting Dark Gwen. So, but then one person actually misquoted that as Black Gwen. So then, which then,
no.
hang on, no, wait, that's not where I'm going with this story. So then Black Gwen, as in like the shortened version of that, like one word, became the main villain in the book that I published in 2018, Erasmus the Elf. So it kind of all came full circle, all thanks to Winx Club. So there you go. This is why I've always done references and things. People don't notice that, unless Aiden probably notices because like he's worked with me in a bunch of things. I know that I reference everything I possibly can. Anyway, Winx Club Season 1 intro was the first thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was a whole...
Yeah. Yeah, I will say the intro is probably going to be worse for me because I watched it in Spanish, and normally Spanish translated intros aren't that good. But
Why?
Yeah.
What is it? How bad is it?
no, I don't actually remember it, but I don't remember holding it in that high regard. They tend to have very generic lyrics because they're trying to translate it and also still make it rhyme, so it doesn't really work that well. So yeah, a lot of series suffer with that, especially.
So
Wacky,
enough.
actually.
All right. So let's see. Let's just keep going.
Okay,
No, we
all
got
right then, yes.
sidetracked.
Good grief, yeah. Everyone's leaving.
All right. Ooh, pan up to the hotel, which they're totally at right now.
I mean, they pan up and
I
on
like
the ground
this
floor.
MyStreet music.
Yeah, that's true.
Pan to the ground floor.
We're here! Welcome to ACON 2016!
Is this it?
What?
It wasn't what I was imagining at all.
Zane, it's a hotel.
No! Zane! Silly! This isn't the convention. The convention starts tomorrow. This is
Even
the
though
hotel.
there's a
Yeah.
nest in the background.
Look at all those amazing
Why is there a
cosplays.
nest in the background?
Oh yeah, that's true. They are cosplays. I was going to say I thought they were like regularly dressed at one point, but no, that's Ness and I don't know,
Staying it.
somebody
You
from the Pokemon
Ever
world probably.
been to an anime convention,
That's
Zane?
generic girl.
No.
Aaron?
Generic gold Casey wants to battle.
Yeah.
She uses like all normal types.
Yeah.
Then you're in for a treat. Trust
Who would,
me, you have a lot
Who would her
of fun.
Pokemons be, though?
Raticate, Herdier, what else is it? Watchog. Yes. That's a bit of Pokemon.
Oh, it's a me apparently heard the intro in Dutch.
Everybody,
Okay.
put in the chat.
Hopefully it's better than this
who's,
one.
Pokemon generic girl.
Yeah,
Casey,
exactly.
yes.
Yeah, generic
Yeah,
gold Casey
use that.
needs a Pokemon team. Any suggestions, please?
What costumes you guys made, but we'll wear them tomorrow.
Do we have to?
I'm not sure how I feel about walking around in a costume.
What are you even talking?
Okay, Kitty Cat says, I bet it took a while to get everything ready for these scenes. And yes, you're right. That's the thing from Catface. They spend a lot of time, although they spent a lot of time working on the sets and the background designs and such. That's probably why.
Well, I will say the sets probably took a while, but I'm saying the background characters weren't probably as hard because they probably just looked online for people like just online characters, like look for characters.
Most likely. I
online.
mean, they have like 15 Deadpools because Deadpool had just come out at the time, so yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean it works as a joke in its own right, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I was going to say, it's a very... I say, this is why Athmel's content wasn't just for kids at the time, because if anyone knows about the Deadpool movie, it is not for kids.
No, it's
Walk around
totally
with your
for
shirt
kids.
off
What do
the
you
majority
mean?
of the time.
Are you looking at me?
I missed that.
Listen.
I missed that. Hang on.
I'm not sure how I feel about walking around in a costume.
What are you even talking about? You walk around with your shirt off the majority of the time.
Are you looking at me?
Oh, okay, got it
Of
now.
course I
That's
I mean, no.
I'm totally doing a reaction in real life.
I mean,
Something
yeah.
like that.
Although
Listen,
yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're showing it off, I'm gonna look. That's how I work.
I mean,
I can't help but stare.
I
very
mean
distracted.
I mean that is true. Yeah. There's always like a debate about when people wear revealing clothing or something, and that they just want to feel good about themselves, but they also don't want to be looked at. That's the thing. I mean, if something
yeah,
if something's
honestly,
on
though, if you
yeah.
walk around in revealing clothing or like clothing that put your body in that light, people are at least gonna look at you that way, and at least a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'd
Yeah,
say
sadly, that is kind of the truth of like the world we kind of live in now.
Yeah.
Where like if you pretty much feel confident in yourself, you're either like revealing too much or like I don't know, man.
yeah. Although the thing with that is that surely if you feel confident to that extent in yourself, then the looks would in fact empower you more than they would demoralize you. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'd say take the
Yeah.
good with the bad if you want to choose to do that, but just in general. Men and women, because clearly Aaron's a good example of that. Shy person right there,
Yeah.
wears an open shirt all the time. Well, no shirt.
Yeah,
she's
that
wearing
is a
jackets.
little weird. You're meant to be shy, but you're openly wearing no shirt with the jacket. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, hello, hello. Are you? You're begging to just be looked at. I'm sorry. at that.
Weirdly enough, once he becomes more confident, he puts the shirt back on for the next few scenes.
When you put on a
It's an
shirt,
interesting
when you become
opposite,
confident.
actually.
I guess
Jeez.
early on in the season when he was wearing like the eye mask or what's it
The
like
bandana.
the bandana around his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bandana around his eyes. Like I guess he like didn't wear a shirt so it like they could like focus on like his like actual body instead of like the bandana he has over his eyes.
You know what I call that? I call that the reverse Morwenna. Where Morwenna draws all the attention to the top half of their body because they still wanted people to focus on the bottom, Aaron does the complete opposite, it seems. There you go.
Yeah, stare at
Also,
the abs.
I
I
got
would be staring at Aaron, honestly.
Oh, and
Besides me, the fact that me kind of crushing on it.
It's a me says fake confidence. Yeah, some people like get fake confidence from that. They think it's going to work, but it actually doesn't. It depends on the person, really. But
Yeah.
and then Kitty Cat's also saying, I got to say, Moena's blind friend, I've got to spell her name, Agatha, is kind of my favorite character. Well, okay. I mean, she's not one to judge an appearance, is she? Least fashionable
great.
character
Yeah,
ever because she can't see herself.
Everything.
Yeah.
I get that. Oh, yes.
Yeah, Agatha's
I don't
genuinely unfashionable.
Should I?
Listen, Zane, how can you not stare?
He has one
Yeah,
eye,
she's
remember?
Irish.
Of course he can't stare.
Well, yeah, but still, that doesn't matter. But even if you're not, like, listen, he's sculpted like a Greek god. Like, ugh.
I mean, no, I do gotta admit, if I was there, I probably would be looking because I'd be like, well, not in like a sexual way, but probably in like a weirded out
like
way because I'd be like, why
like
is this
in a-
dude wearing
Well, yeah, again, if something is
Yeah,
on
it's a
display,
little
someone is
weird.
going to look. Indeed, yeah. It's just that
Yeah,
again.
people are going to pay attention to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the words of in the words of Markiplier, it's all about power.
Senpai!
Is it spelled Agatha?
Indeed.
Yes, it is.
Wow, is Zafmo Senpai okay? Your face is burning bright red. Gorgeon!
Well, she's in the presence of a man with perfect abs.
I mean,
What do you
yes.
think?
Can I just say, I love it that Elvin does all these scenarios when people always do this and they say, oh yeah, no, your face is really bright red. Are you sick? No, of course not. And only drawing attention to it's going to make it even worse. I get if the guy's like an alien or something, but other than that, no. Say, human, your face has turned a bright red color. You seem to be secreting far more hormones than usual. Can explain to me why this is? Like, I get it in that case, but, Kawaii should know better. Aiden has to go into a
Yeah.
pit of fire for what he just said by my law. Oh, dear. Wait, Hazy Brush says full team of
goodness.
Ditto. I'm guessing for generic girl Casey? Yeah, full team of Ditto.
Oh, yeah.
Not so generic anymore, I suppose.
Interrupt. Does Zafmo Senpai need some water? No, I'm fine. I'm
Well, no, well, she is thirsty, so she probably could use some water.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Oh,
bring up a good
God,
point.
No.
You bring up a good
I'm
point.
glad to see you here at the anime
Abdomen,
convention.
of course.
Never seen her act like this.
Really? You haven't?
Really?
I'd have thought you would have seen her a couple of times. I don't know.
I press X to doubt.
What are you doing to her, Aaron?
Just admiring her cuteness from afar.
What did you...
Yeah. Oh wait, we've got a few more comments now. The person could have left. They come in. They see them red. You would think that they are sick. I mean, I don't know. Considering it's Kawaii-chan we're talking about here, seeing
Yeah,
Athmar
she
next
was
to
soon
Aaron
sick,
blushing bright red, I'm sure that you would jump to another conclusion first. But I don't know. Kitty Cat says,
Yeah.
also, I love how Mark went from the evil pop side, the evil pop. She's not evil, really. She's just, like, really mean and
She's
manipulative.
evil.
She's, like, 13 years old. Come on.
Nice, well, you know, she's evil. She should die. We should murder her next.
Oh, my goodness. He's been going on about this for
Oh,
ages, by the
God.
way. He's, like, tried to kill Popoff since, I don't know, so like early last year. Anyway, I love how Mark went, from the nice Moana side, also do ship Moana X Marvick. Good. In fact, actually, you know what? I know that you've...
If you didn't ship them, I would have to, you know, sue you or something.
Also, I don't know if you've actually seen, if you actually, like, read the Witch series, actually. Now that we're on the subject of, like, fandoms and such, and because Winx kind of sounds like witch, that's my segue. That's actually kind of based on the relationship between Nigel and Tarani. I don't know how to say her name in English because, again, I read those in Spanish. In fact, I have them in Spanish. So, yeah, that was my basis of that. In fact, the whole of episode 8, that's that whole ordeal of how that went down is practically inspired from like volume 6 of like the 2 tomes or something. So yeah, again, another reference.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Quite has her brain not
That's
working
cool.
most of the time. She has her brain working elsewhere most of the time. Not necessarily not at all.
Yeah.
Aiden is a devil inside, I
Yeah,
believe.
Aiden is a
Okay.
devil inside, I believe.
Well,
Okay, interesting.
All
Okay,
right.
thanks
I
for
mean,
that comment.
maybe, I don't know. Ooh, you don't know. I have secrets up the blue or whatever. Totally attend to them.
what?
I have secrets everywhere. No one knows.
Yeah, it's kind of like what wobbla blah blue means. That's a secret.
Yes.
No one
He
wants
said
to know
nothing.
the
Don't
name.
worry.
I said she was cute.
Aaron, no. Aaron said Earthhouse Senpai was cute.
She doesn't know.
Kawaii?
Kawaii.
Aaron, run. You don't know what you just did. Run.
Jesus.
He should probably run.
No, you might want to cover your ears now.
I'm sorry, but imagine this actually happening at like Comic-Con or something.
Doesn't that seem like kind of normal for Comic-Con? I know I've been, but doesn't that seem like the exact place this would
imagine
happen?
it'd be normal. Just saying, I would have a similar reaction, you know, in real life. Or, well, that's my reaction to any, like, whenever it comes to fictional or real life relationships when people get together.
Yeah.
That shit.
Alright.
I just like, yeah!
You heard it
And
here,
then
folks.
I cry when they break up.
You heard it here, folks.
Because
Need a
I
third wheel on a
admit
date?
that.
Aiden's right here. Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
I'm
I've got
in
it.
the bushes.
Wait a minute. Need a third wheel on a date? Aiden's your mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
I'm here to
okay.
ship.
Let's
I
look at
will
some...
support.
Shipping everyone. It's been Aiden all along. Brown, brown, brown,
Yeah.
Okay, Kitty Cat says Pop is evil because he tried to attack Pete, who's like a precious being. Again, that was ripped straight from Witch, basically. Who's like a precious being who must be protected. So is Agatha. I'm glad that you find Pete that way because there's a lot of stuff that I was trying to like include him.
He's underwhelming most of the time because he barely gets any screen time.
Yeah, he really suffered from the fact that I had to change his voice actor, and that was like and that was something that I was trying to like skirt around for ages because the one guy like didn't like drop out, but he was too busy. And then afterwards, I was like, okay, you know what? I can't deal with this anymore. I need to do this arc. This must have Pete to work, so I need to replace him. But there's a lot of stuff there that was missed out with him. So I mean, I'm glad at least you know he did come off as like the being need to be protected as being saved, and yeah, and of course so is Agatha. I mean, naturally, of course Agatha's so.
And wait, this is one thing I do want to explain while some people are here. So apparently I had to find this out through Jacob. So apparently there are going to be several scenes of Pete and Morena where she mentions why she like doesn't hate her brother but like feels weird around his brother because she views him as, like having a perfect life and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is one thing that I didn't get until that was explained to me. That was apparently meant to be in a Pete scene. So if we ever end up remaking season 1 completely, that will hopefully be elaborated on because that made no sense in season 1 and I was confused and I didn't get that vibe from them. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, true. That whole beach episode was set up to have like a reconciliation between Morena and Sebastian, but we never really get the reason that they have to reconcile in the first place.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, another lost potential bit there. So yeah, the Mutant Girl has deleted scenes from season 1. So I don't know how many gacha shows can say they have deleted scenes because most people just they don't have a script. So there you go. Zane is like the overprotective brother at the beginning.
The more you know.
He's like the he's like the overprotective father, really, if anything. I mean, he did do an impression of Aphmau's dad, but not Aphmau's actual dad, because of course Zach's not around. But yeah.
And Zach is. What is Zach doing at this point in time?
I don't know. Just being rich, I suppose. But this series is very overeducated. What do you mean by overeducated? Is that like it has...
Overeducated?
I think overrated.
How dare you be...
They like to say.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it depends. I think
I will say season 1, in my opinion, is overhyped, at least. Like, I like season 1, but at the same time, I do know that it's flawed in one of my least favorite seasons of the show. I wouldn't say it's overall overrated, but I will say season 1 is probably put in that pedestal, probably like most things, just because, you know, season 1's always viewed as the golden standard, and every other season is just...
I don't know about the golden standard. The golden standard has got to be seasons 4 and 6, but the golden age, really, you know, when it was all much simpler and much more light-hearted, and everything, you know, the limitations were much more accepted and everything like that. And also the fan base was, you know, so concerned about, you know, the shipping wars and more like them from anything else. So there is something to think about that, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if I call it overrated.
Personally, my favorite season is probably season 2. Yeah, season 2.
My favorite season by far is season 4.
That's interesting, because season 2 is my least favorite season.
Season 6 is my second favorite season. Or maybe season 5 my second favorite. Again, I bounce between those two. I feel like the latter 3 seasons of the series are some of the best seasons. Although I do feel like season 3 is definitely underrated compared to most people. Because they're like, oh, season 3 sucked. Like, I don't know. To me, season 3 felt more cohesive overall, and higher quality, rather than season 2 at times. Because season 2 at times had weird voice acting change. Like, for example, Aphmau voicing Kawaii, and that was weird. It wasn't fully cinematic in that season.
Yeah, can you imagine having a series where there's a lot of voice acting changes and you can't help it? That would be terrible.
Yeah,
I would hate to be in that scenario.
Going into other stuff about it, like some of the character storylines I didn't care for. Like Dante in that season was alright, but there wasn't much in there. I will say Traveling in that season was good, but
oh wait, guys, It's a Me went oversaturated.
Oh, okay.
To me.
Okay.
Oversaturated that.
Still don't understand, but okay.
Okay. Also, these names sound familiar for some reason. Wix. No, not Wix, the website. Witch, as in WITCH. It's an Italian series actually that I read in Spanish, which again is like globalization win, I must say.
We kind of went on a bit of a tangent here. Let's just keep going.
Yeah. No, I will say one. Yeah, I'm just like going to read Kitty Cat's thing first. Because people, when, you know, when we talk about a bunch of things, people tend to write in chat at the same time. So I'm just going to like read things here. So, this was not as loud as I'd hoped for. Wait, do you want me to like turn up the volume, William? And also Kitty Cat says, also I didn't understand the last episode of season 2.
He was talking about
oh, okay.
He was talking about Kawaii-chan, I think.
Oh right, okay, I see. Yeah, that's do the scream. Okay. So yeah, Kitty Cat says, also did not understand the last episode of season 2 because I don't understand what Felix did to Reina. Yeah, you're not supposed to.
That will be explained in the next episode.
You're not supposed to understand yet. That's the thing. You know, you're now up to date with the series, so you get to have like the whole idea of like, you know, the no spoilers basically. So yeah. Like over-expressing something. I mean, it's like the cartoonish nature of the series, really. I mean, the fact that you can pull that off in Minecraft at all, I think, is impressive enough. But yeah, there's a lot of things here that's it's much goofier. I mean, Aphmau does have a very goofy personality. In fact, she's really like capitalizing on that nowadays, actually, exclusively, which is, you know, to a fault, but still. At least here it's balanced out with like actual like good character moments, some nice comedy, and some genuine drama at times. Much more so later on. But don't worry, we're almost done with the first season, so we'll get to more of that later.
Two are here together. Is Aaron-kun Senpai staying in the hotel room with us? Yes.
Aaron-kun Senpai. That's a little bit overkill.
Yeah.
You gotta pick one suffix, Kawaii-chan. Don't do both.
Down the quietness a little bit.
Yeah.
He and Zane are staying with us.
Just how many people are staying in this hotel room?
Quite a few. We have
You're still blushing, girl. You need to change your face.
It's to change the character
We have
model.
a giant hotel room, and we've invited
just
Garth,
real fast.
Lawrence, Travis, Caitlin, Lucinda, Dante, and a few others.
Doesn't that get crowded?
We
It gets crowded. We all end up strangling each other.
Oh, wait, I've got another thing
It's
from
together for
I've got another thing from
every
It to Me.
convention
Hang on a second. Sound like names from an old series of yours for some reason. Talk about Felix, Agatha, and
Jacob.
Sebastian. Well, I'm just reading out the chat. Anyway, so no, I haven't used those names in the past before. I mean, the only name that I've
Jake
used.
speaking.
Hello.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if Jacob's speaking or not.
Anyway, so I just told them I'm reading the chat on Discord.
reading
I'll fix
chat.
them. I'll fix the thing later. So yeah, they're not
I'm
actually.
speaking, which I love. Felix text. I'm serious. I'm really sad they didn't stay together. Oh, everyone is sad about that. Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. I just okay. Hang on, I need to go back to the It's a Me thing. Yeah, Felix and Agatha's names are actually from Frankenstein the play. I mean, Frankenstein the book as well, but the relationship they have is from the play because there's a play version where Agatha becomes like the blind character versus their father from the book. So I wanted that kind of dynamic for their film when as like other friend in the past because part like season 1 was sort of about people accepting you for who you are regardless of what you look like. Agatha couldn't have known what you looked like, so it was perfect.
Yeah.
And then Felix, of course, jumping to a huge extreme, much like Felix in the book. Their surname DeLacy is also ripped directly from there. Again, loads of
Yeah, I
references.
kept pronouncing it as Delancey at some of the episodes. That
Yeah.
was fun to find out.
Oh,
Jacob
goodness.
never specified to me that I was saying it wrong.
You
Like,
said
he's like,
you
oh.
pronounced Muella before, so I was just expecting it to be
I
like an
say more
Aidenism.
now properly, but you should have specified it's DeLacy, not Delancey.
It was only when you tried to correct somebody for saying it wrong that I finally clarified that there was no N. in
Yeah,
the-
it took so freaking long.
Yeah, that's a good point. So Sebastian's name actually came from Sebastian of Messaline, which is a character from 12th Night, which is one of my favorite plays of all time. So yeah, all of them from plays, weirdly enough. I get a lot of names from books as well, like Morwenna, Julius, and Reyna are all from books, as is Silas, and Geneva as well. There's tons of them. But yeah, I sample names from all over the place. That's my point. And as far as Felix and Empress being sad they didn't stay together, yeah, that is true. Unfortunately, because Felix's path was already like predetermined by the time we were writing that prequel series, we couldn't really. There's no opportunity to change that. It did kind of have to end in tragedy, but they'll both come out stronger for it, just in different ways and at different times. Because my goodness, Felix has a long way to go.
Yeah. Oh.
don't worry, it's fine. It's like a
I'm
giant
sad now.
sleepover for 3
Oh, also, Naseeb, when she proposed the character, I knew beforehand, because I watched Naseeb's channel at the time, that Empress had really bad luck with guys in the past. Like, it would always end up in heartbreak. That's why she was, like, still single to that day. So it would also, like, fit her theme as well.
Don't worry. One day we'll give her a good love interest that she stays with, hopefully.
As usual, I just need to put the finishing touches on my costume today before the con starts tomorrow.
You're still blushing.
She's probably still blushing right now. They just haven't fixed the model. I don't know. We can't see it anymore.
It's not hard to fix it. You're clearly using more player models based on the fact that the hair is solid in the front, which is an indication that's more player models. It's not hard to change the character model and more
They
player
probably
models.
just
But
forgot.
No, that
They
was
probably just forgot. It's a mistake.
no. Well, it's a mistake. I'm being mad at.
Unfortunately, no. I had a lot. Oh, well, if all else fails, we can just go up and get Apmao Senpai's outfit from work and just put catters on your head.
Oh, good.
Then I'd just be a meepo, Kawaii-chan. Oh, right. Kawaii-chan forgets cat girls already exist.
You
I
are
got
a
a
cat
question.
girl. What does that
Yeah,
mean?
you are a cat girl. How do you forget? That's me being like, oh yeah, I forgot humans existed. Am I right? No, like obviously.
Oh
I'm a
yes,
human.
I too forgot that humans existed.
Yeah.
hang on.
But
Hang on, there's more.
also, one thing I just had a thought of, you know how werewolves have like the whole like kind of like a slur against them, like calling them dogs and stuff. Do Mifwa have like
I mean, they
a
have, like-
slur against them,
I don't know.
calling them like cat? I mean, they call them cat girls, so that isn't a slur. Do Mifwas actually have like a slur attached to them?
Possibly.
Is there a
Unfortunately, we
Mifwa
don't get as
slur?
much about Mifwa lore as we really should, because that'll probably be more.
Yeah, it's
interesting and
annoying.
unique than the
After I was
werewolf
like,
culture.
no, werewolf lore must be fully fleshed out. Mifwas,
I mean, yeah.
Even when your main lead in a show was a Mifwa,
Not really main
she
lead.
was. She wasn't. Yeah, she was a main lead. No, no, talking about a
Supporting
main lead.
character.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about a main lead in Phoenix Drop Days.
Oh, okay. Yes,
she
that's,
was
that's
the
true.
not male lead, main
Male?
lead.
That's
wrong
true, yeah.
Wrong wording there. Main lead in that show, basically. But Afma was like, no, we must not give more Mifwa lore. I mean, we know sabers exist, but to what extent? We could have at least met a saber or two, but no.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
wait,
upset
wait a
about
minute. Wasn't
that.
Kai a saber? Wasn't Kai a saber?
Yeah, Kai was a saber. We could have met Kai in that series, but even though I don't like Kai, but you know, that was my issues with characters.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
a jerk.
That's true. Right, wait, hang on. I've got to read chat again. I just realized I haven't been with you in the VA since what server was that called? Something Prince was bit by Lily, but she had to cancel. Oh yeah, no, it was that thing where the prince got kidnapped, right? And I was supposed to voice the prince at one point, and like the characters like changed or something. And yeah, then that was like one of the ones that got like furthest up in the list. That's like a year ago. My goodness, that's one of the first ones that I joined. I think that's true. Okay, now I know where I know you
Well, you
from.
know,
Thank you
maybe
for that.
one day you Mutant Girl VA. You know, you could do that maybe one day.
Wait, what? Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, we do look for new VAs a lot of the time, actually. So,
Yeah.
But not at the moment. But
And it's mostly Aiden asking everyone.
well, I mean, it depends. I mean, I put an advert out for episode 8 last time, so it happens sometimes. Anyway, also I like how the story explained why Empress first had wolf ears and now has bear ears. God, thank you. Because
that was
again-
supposed to be explained
again,
earlier. I
because-
would say like the episode release got kind of swapped around where Through Her Eyes episode 1 and 2 were supposed to be kind of coming out like it was supposed to go like Through Her Eyes episode 1, Mutant Girl episode 3, and then we had Through Her Eyes episode 2,
this
Mutant
is
Girl
not what I'm
episode
talking
4.
about. This is not what we're talking about. This is not what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying those were actually swapped around behind the scenes. But
Okay,
yeah.
well, speaking of things that have nothing to do with what Aiden just said, so the reason, the Sieve originally proposed Empress back when she was still a wolf, but you know how people update their gacha characters a lot of the time, and they say, oh yeah, no, guess what, they're not this anymore, they're now this, and they do that, and Empress was like the poster child, or like the poster child, really, for Nasib's series, which never got a name. She was a recurring character. She was like the center focus a lot of the time. So yeah, when she decided to change her to be a bear, I was like, no, please no, because the mutant girl has a much stricter canon to it, because as the series goes, you're not supposed to like change things and like, expect people to like not realize or something like that. That's why even when characters had green eyes and I started using green screen all the time to chroma key them out and such, I still kept the eyes even though I knew it was gonna fail, and now I know a way around that. So there's things like that. Basically it had to be more realistic because otherwise it loses the whole essence of the series. Also, why there are no other main mutant characters apart from those ones at the start, because otherwise it's more supposed to like super rare, and that's why she gets like the whole stigma associated with her. Otherwise the story would fall flat, because why would you be teased for having a dragon tail if you have deer antlers or something like that? Or even something as simple as cat ears. Yeah. Okay. There are two people I think... What? Wait, what? Oh. Also, like, I think that was last time. The two people I think one was a big brother and something else. Got the role laying over my bath while it was hot, but got the role. Okay, fair enough. I don't tend to check my phone and my Discord in the bath, but yeah. I just, get roles very randomly. I get random messages now as well from people sometimes to do voice acting. Also, is the other voice still here? I mean the other voice. Alex. Yeah, is Alex still here? That's a good point. He hasn't said anything with a while.
Alex is here. He's just being
Sorry,
quiet.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Aiden and I get
Sorry,
very
I'm
passionate, so that's why we tend to
We're
dominate
very
conversation.
passionate people. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Speaking of which, how do you hide your ears and tail when you cry? Oh, good question. Kawaii-chan gets that one a lot. Well, first... wait a minute! Senpai is just trying to change the subject so that...
Well, that was our chance at me for lore, but now we don't get it.
Kawaii-chan won't ask about Aaron-kun.
What?
No.
No!
No, I would never,
silly
Kawaii-chan. We can talk about Aaron all we... Oh, is that too Naruto?
Don't give her that... yeah, don't tell her you can talk about Aaron all you want. Distract her quickly. Yeah.
Oh, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Back in the scene between Naruto and Sasuke when
Oh,
they
yeah.
kiss?
Wait, which one is that? Can't tell. Don't scream for long enough.
I think it's Raphael.
Yeah, it's Raphael. Yeah, red. Absolutely.
Half-mount run.
Raphael Senpai, get back here!
She barely
Well,
moved.
she wasn't trying to walk away. She backed up slightly.
We've talked about this whole shipping thing before, alright? Kawaii-chan knows we have Raphael Senpai, but she can't help it. She just wants to see the world fall in love.
That's a very
Exactly.
poetic phrase. Yeah.
I know you mean well, Kawaii-chan, but I just want to date Aaron without any pressure being put on us. Is that really
Date?
too much to ask?
Date?
I guess it
Did you
is.
say? What did you say?
Raphael
Wait
Senpai
for
said
it.
she wants to date Aaron-kun? No, I just said that I want to hang out with him. Raphael Senpai didn't...
Atmos just said.
They're basically the same thing, you know. When you hang out with someone, you date them. They're very similar guys.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Oh, wait, I was about to say-
Dug herself into a hole.
Yeah, no, I was about to say she could have like played it off as like, wait, no, I didn't say date. I said he is my
Wanted
mate.
to mate.
But then I realized
Yeah.
but since Aaron's a werewolf, mate means something completely different. So actually,
yeah,
yeah,
mate means
Oh,
literally.
goodness.
yeah, that wouldn't have worked.
Mating. Ooh.
I don't know if I'm in one of your servers. I mean, you could be if you're in GLVA. Then that's the one that most people are in. If not, I suggest joining that because
Yeah.
that's the voice acting one. If you want to get back into voice acting, that's the good place to be. I know. So Aiden, can you put a link to GLVA in the chat, please, so I don't have to like scroll through Discord right now?
Cool. Although it's not really GLVA, it's more like GVA.
Well,
GVA.
yes, but we just never changed the name. Probably because I forgot how to do that on the server. But we don't need to do that. Worry about that now. I'll learn later.
Alright.
In fact, that's the reason that Buttercore is called Buttercore. I didn't choose that name, actually. The co-founder chose that name, and he just made the server without telling me it was going to happen. So I was like, well, I guess we're going to be called this now. Because I didn't know how to change it. I'd never like owned a Discord server at all. I was barely in any Discord servers at the time. Now I'm in like
Yeah, let's keep
20,000
going.
because
Let's
of
keep
voice
going.
acting.
She said... it doesn't matter what I said. Look,
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
I
does.
just want to be able to get to know someone without having
It
any...
literally just
pressure.
Words
validates her
matter.
shipping of you by saying you want to date him. Therefore, validating the ship of you wanting to be with him.
Levi time.
And so it does kind of matter, at least in her mind. Because again, that's more validation towards shipping you guys. But okay, sure, yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Certainly.
please do validate Kawaii-chan.
I don't want to ship... I don't know about it. I mean, can you at least keep your stuff to yourself?
No. No, I can't.
May Kawaii-chan please have a moment to get all her fangirling out right now before this convention starts? Go on.
One of the best sound edits in 3, 2, 1. I like that. I like the fact
They should have had like they should have had some, I mean, I guess player actors, like in the background where she is, like look over at her.
Oh,
That would
yeah,
have
true,
Probably
true.
made the scene.
Kawaii-chan. Phew, yes. Kawaii-chan won't say a word about anything to Aphmau Senpai about shipping or anything related to it this weekend. Good. I'm glad. Hey. Oh my gosh.
Oh, good grief! What the heck?
Sorry,
How is
I
he
didn't
that
see you there.
stealthy? He's massive. How is he stealthy like that?
Sorry, I didn't see you there.
That's like
I
the
mean,
werewolf.
he's a werewolf.
Yeah, I was gonna say
so-
that's like the werewolf part of
Could
it.
have
Like
taken like a giant step.
Yeah, they're trained to stalk prey, apparently, I guess. Maybe that was like one of the werewolf classes that Athmar didn't pay attention to.
Hips next time before I approach you?
Oh,
Oh my god.
You still scared me.
oh, jeez.
What?
Pinky.
Watch it.
Kawaii-chan, okay. So, are we just
Poor
going to
Kawaii-chan.
stand around here in the lobby, or are we actually going to check in?
Yeah, are we?
I think
huh?
Kawaii-chan already checked in. Kawaii-chan sure did. She was just waiting for everyone else to get here. But since you guys arrived early, we can go on and head up to the room. Where are your bags? We had checked our bags outside.
We didn't bring
so
it,
they should
mate.
be going up to our room pretty soon.
Oh,
Great.
jeez.
Then follow Kawaii-chan to the room. All right, let's go. Two rooms. Wow. You weren't lying when you said this room was huge. It is essentially just two rooms, so yeah, it's pretty big.
They're not that big. Multiple people are gonna have to share the same bed.
That's true. I mean, as far as those beds go, I'm guessing that they have a max capacity of 8. I'm interested to see how many people actually do show up for this. I can't remember how many.
That would be a fun summer vacation,
The
though.
cases are here.
True.
Awesome! Afro-senpai, finish up? Oh, that's right. Yeah, let me show it to you. Let's see. Here we go. Please do. Kawaii-chan would
Whoa,
like
whoa,
to-
whoa, whoa! Hang on. I need to read these. I forgot.
Don't
I
you
need
have
to
your
read
costume to
these.
finish
Hang
up?
on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, let me show it to you. Let's see. Here we
Okay.
No.
Hang on.
Glow
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 sticks.
sticks.
Oh, glow sticks.
Yes.
That's clearly a potion. For a
Well,
bottle
it's
experience.
well, no, it's a bottle of enchanting, actually.
Yeah, it says it underneath.
Yeah. Anime music stuff.
That was something anime. Oh, that what?
Oh no, you got C13. That's the broken one, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
Please do.
Fanfics you shouldn't
Fanfics
read
you
aloud.
shouldn't-
Oh, you mean to say that see fanfics by Emma and Quadzi?
Oh goodness.
Oh my gosh, Abner, why are you reading those?
Yeah, you should probably give that to them.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I guess Afmal found Emma's Tumblr in the end.
Oh jeez.
I would like to help what you
And then
Blanket.
just a blanket. Okay, fine, yeah. Alright then.
can. That's odd. My costume isn't here. What?
Can I just say, they each had 3 different costumes.
It's
That
not
means that
odd.
Afmal not only lost 1 costume, but all 3 of them. And people had 3 spares, apparently.
How?
Yeah.
Maybe Afro-senpai forgot to pack it? No, I didn't. We saw her put her outfit in the suitcase.
So what, did someone
So
steal
weird.
it?
Kawaii-chan will go check the management right now to see if maybe something
Kawaii-chan with her
happened.
secret magic she did.
Oh no, this is like a new theory. Who stole Afmal's costume at Acon 2016? I would be whispering the ball about if
It's
I made
been
that theory.
Agatha all along. Bow, 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 bow.
Yes. WandaVision references are up in his house.
Oh! Okay, different Agatha then, I'm guessing.
What am
thought
I
you
going
were.
to do?
Different Agatha we're referencing
Well-
WandaVision.
Maybe we can make you a new one.
Yeah.
Or go to a costume shop. Oh, let's just wait to see what Kawaii-chan finds out. She has friends here that work in the hotel, so she's bound to find out what happened.
She has friends?
Wow.
That was so out of
Wow,
pocket. What the
Aiden.
hell?
Oh, jeez.
That was so mean of her. What? Oh god, Aiden.
I'm gonna roast Kawaii-chan.
In the meantime, let's not let that get us down and just have fun. Let's see. Right. This is so interesting. This is your chance to make a lot of friends, Zane. Like, a lot.
No, it's not.
Really, like, we'll see.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Name,
wait, it's just people who already knows him and his
name one
family.
person that they've stayed in contact with after a convention. In fact, these guys have got a net negative track record, actually, of staying in contact with people after conventions, because Damien disappeared right after Acon 2017.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Damien died.
No.
Oh goodness. That is dark.
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of annoyed at the fact that they wrote off Damien as a character after that series. Like, I get, like, they wanted to have the little breakup storyline, but after that storyline, he vanished completely. Like, they didn't have any references to him. He didn't appear in the background. He was just irrelevant all of a sudden. Like, I get he served his point in the story, but at the same time, that's it. Like,
Yeah. I talked about Damien.
Was get Kawashi and then break up.
I talked
Is
about
that- was
Damien
that
during the
why?
last stream, actually, and yes, he was definitely done dirty by the writers, absolutely.
So, are you excited?
Of course I'm excited.
Great! I'm glad.
It's also a new experience. I'm just not going to read that line.
So I get to share it with you.
Right.
I'm serious. I enjoy hanging out with you.
I should jolly well hope so. She's been around your house pretty much all the time. She's like Sam Pockets. She just shows up unannounced and just stays there and eats your food.
Yeah.
Even with Zane here?
Honestly, Sam.
Even with Zane here. It's so fun.
Okay, are these like actually like still warring? I mean, actually no, but yeah, I kind of get that. When I watched this for the first time, I did kind of think they weren't going to end up getting along. But I know Aaron's really forgiving, and Zane is, I guess, okay
Zane
with
is
changing the
Zane.
ends. Zane
Zane
has an
is-
arc to go through, but he'll get there.
Think he's a bit of a downer or anything, do you? I can see why people would think that, but I also think you bring out something in him.
One of the best lines in 3, 2, 1.
That's like the cheesiest thing I've ever heard.
Not this one. This one.
Just like you bring out something in him.
Whoa, there.
Yeah,
Aaron.
I remember that line.
No.
See, this is where I... Yeah, so Aiden, if you're wondering where I get all of my sappy romantic dialogue from, it's mostly this.
Oh, jeez. No, I was thinking of a not. You know what?
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Right, I see what you mean. Oh, that's actually... Yeah, yeah true. I didn't
can't help
realize.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
good
a
points.
shirt?
Wow, okay.
Hey! I'm joking. I know you are, which is what I love about you.
Oh, wow. Is it weird to say that they ripped off Season 2 finale, even though that hasn't happened yet? If you know what I mean? Because, like, in Season 2, they do
well,
that, like,
then
several
season
times.
2 ripped off.
No, yeah, I know what you mean, but like Season 2, they did
Well,
that like
then-
several times. It feels like it was like a film that belonged to there. This is like it's
Yeah.
like an it's like a preemptive ripoff.
Googly eyes, Aaron. You make it sound like you're afraid.
Again, it's weird how like Zayn and Caitlyn have so many
Yeah, more of a
similarities to
fatherly
each other.
figure.
Because Caitlyn also mentions like googly eyes and stuff, and like Aaron keeping his hands to himself and all that nonsense. It's like after Zayn gave the blessing, Caitlyn took over. It's weird, and yet they still hate each other. It's really interesting. Caitlyn and Zayn should hang out more. They've got more in common than they think they do. Just don't
But
have
they're
them play
gonna wind up
sports.
hating each other.
Just don't have them play
Well,
sports.
that's
That's a
gonna
They
terrible idea.
actually, well, in modern day MyStreet, they don't actually hate each other at all anymore. I mean, that was kind of resolved during season 5. When
Well, no, but they don't
They-
really interact. And even Caitlyn was still shocked when Kawaii-chan was going to be dating Zayn. I mean, she didn't think that Zayn would be anyone's type. So there is still something in there, but considering Caitlyn
You know,
towards werewolves, that's nothing.
listen. As we know from these streams, people apparently really think Zayn's attractive. We
That is
learned
true.
that.
That is true. Yes, the fans
Wait,
do
what?
agree.
Yeah, like there's
Well,
several.
doesn't Afmao? Well, no. Doesn't Emma think that Zane's like attractive?
Yes, that is
Yes, yes,
that is
she
definitely
does.
correct. Yeah,
There are
yeah,
also several other people probably.
yeah, but
who
mostly Zayn.
Zane's
You're right.
super
Mostly
attractive.
it is mostly Zayn for her. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really get the whole attraction to Zayn though. Like what? I don't really get that. But I don't know.
I'm
People
not-
are. I don't-
She likes emo. That's why.
Not.
I
That's
don't
not.
like get emo
I
though.
meant
Like what is so appealing about it? Oh, I'm so edgy.
I think
edginess is
I think it's
dumb.
kind of like the idea of like somebody's like lacking happiness, and the way to fill in their happiness would be you, like you are the key to their happiness in the end, and like to release the demons within their souls or something. It's something to work towards, especially particularly like with stories, with romance stories, where there's a lot of things that the factors that prevent people from getting together, whether it's their own inhibitions or it's outside factors or anything. It feels more like a journey. With emo characters, you get more of a journey to get with them. I think that's probably it. I'm not sure. I'll ask.
Maybe.
I'll ask Emma next time I talk to her, which might be today because we're supposed to write again today. But oh well.
Oh, all right.
It's probably room service or something. Oh, 1 sec. I'll go get it.
Hey, girl. Hi, girl.
Ah, there you guys are.
You do a
Took you long
terrible
enough.
Lucinda impression, Travis.
That's a line that
You
really
know,
could have
this would be
benefited
so
from
much
voice
better
acting.
if it was voice acted.
Yeah, exactly. I do agree with you there. There are some scenes that don't need it, but that one certainly does. I mean, Abel did
It's
say
just
the line
kinda awkward when
differently.
Appa records it by herself.
Abel did say the line differently in that case, but it still did not work the way that it was intended.
Yeah, honestly, if I were her, I would just make this little bit of a scene, like cinematic, briefly, of her walking up to the door and opening it.
Now, it's so good to see you.
Are you excited for this year's convention?
Oh, yeah.
I would be, but I lost my costume somehow.
What?
How? Long story, but it...
I don't know, maybe Ivan took it a few seasons, maybe Ivan took it there.
What?
That's horrible.
Ivan.
Do you not have...
No,
Ivan
I know,
clearly
but
took it.
I know you're mentioning Ivan because Lucinda's right there, but also why? Like, I know the exact reason, but there's still
Ivan
no
is
reason.
a troublemaker. He's a troublemaker.
Well, yeah, but
You
so's... Well, you know, the more obvious example would be Michi. I mean, Michi probably might be at the anime convention somewhere. Maybe Michi stole her costumes.
I don't know. We don't know if Michi's a weeb or not, though. We don't know if she's a weeb.
Well, we don't know if Ivan is.
I mean, Ivan's probably a weeb.
Lucinda-
Also, one thing I don't get, one thing I'm upset about, though, is that there are no full male alchemist characters I see cosplaying.
Oh
so
my word.
far. Like,
Oh.
I've seen pictures from anime conventions. There's always a full male alchemist character. Where are the full male alchemist character, Aphmau? Where are they? Why are there non-anime characters at this anime convention?
Where's all the-
but
yeah,
you
but-
couldn't
I mean,
do a
yeah,
full
where's
male
all the,
alchemist for the
where-
most popular animes, huh?
Yeah, speaking of-
Where's Goku, huh? Where's
gonna
all
say,
the
yeah,
other
thank
popular
you.
animes? Where's Sailor Moon?
Thank you for bringing up Dragon
Jeez,
Ball,
Aphmau,
yes.
you don't understand Aphmau.
Okay, well, here's the
You
thing.
don't
Here's the thing.
understand
Aphmau has, like, a bunch of anime references throughout. I mean, at one point, I even called those pandering at some point because they're, like, an easy way to get people like, oh, yeah, my goodness, he watches this series. I watched this series. So relatable. But in this instance, it is, like, literally a plot point. So I can kind of see that she's, like, holding back at the precise wrong moment to do so. Anyway, let's read some chat. All those cats why Mrs. Dysart. Yeah, fun fact, Mrs. Dysart's dialogue from the day one has been written out to be completely normal, but the thing is that the original voice actress, Natasha, decided to make her have that
crazy.
cartoonish voice. Yeah, so none of her lines were meant to be, like, really weird until, like, I discovered, like, yeah, this is a thing now. Mrs. Dysart's now crazy. Okay.
Well, yeah, honestly, whenever I write Mrs. Dysark in a thing, or even in season 2 as a whole, like, whenever I write Mrs. Dysark as character, I always write her lines as normal, but it just
Yeah.
comes with the assumption that you have to say it the way Mrs. Dysark says it. At least that's how
Yep.
I do it in writing form.
Oh, yeah,
Just-
exactly. That is... Yeah, that's...
There's the assumption, obviously, that you're supposed to be saying it the way a Mrs. Dysark would say it, because she's a unique and special character.
Yeah, an
She's
assumption which some people don't adhere to, even though when I told them to watch the seasons so they can actually get an idea what the character sounds like. I don't know why.
unique.
But yeah, don't worry, we found someone who actually can do that now, after so this is better because we're being recast, but still.
Yeah.
But I was
Now
gonna
we
say,
need to get her lines for multiple things.
yes, with Mrs.
Or Mrs.
Dysart,
Dysart.
the thing with Mrs. Dysart is that she was originally supposed to be like a pretty much normal teacher with like a mild obsession with Greek mythology, and the reason she was supposed to be normal was because back in 2019 Gacha, every teacher was crazy. Like there were no there were no mildly normal ones. There was like Miss Bex with her like magnificent moustache, or or a teacher that like sits down, like has like a derpy dialogue or something, or a teacher that like sits down and you get like a skipped lesson or something. At the very least, they even tell you, they sign you group project, but they don't actually tell you what the group projects actually are, which is another thing that I was commenting on when I made that a thing.
Oh
So, yeah.
yeah, during running with you, I had a group project in an episode, and like Jacob made me write write out the group project.
Well, yeah, because there was no other reason to have it there. It's just like
It was for character interaction between certain characters. Jeez.
well, yes,
There's
but then they get to interact through the project, which is what the idea was in the first place. In fact, the foundation of Morwenna and Marwick's actual friendship before they became a romance came from working around that group project. It wouldn't have happened the same way if I'd skipped over it. In fact, it might not have happened at all.
Yeah.
Mrs. Dysart was by far the kind of funny yet annoying character of the mutant girl. Yeah, originally meant to be Julius, but yeah, Mrs. Dysart gets that too. At one point I stopped using her in season 1. People said bring her back, even though people said she was getting too annoying. So I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I don't get. There's actually a line in the episode.
People are confusing when it comes to characters.
Yeah.
It's
a
what's a good example of it? Like probably like Darcy Lewis from the Marvel movies. That's probably a good example of it. They thought that she was annoying, and now they want her to be in a lot more things now because of WandaVision.
Ah, well.
Yeah.
It's
also gives me Pokemon vibes as well, in my opinion, as well. Because, like, there are certain people in the Pokemon community who are like, alright, Pokemon should have never gone 3D at all. They shouldn't have gone 3D. They should all be 2D. And then there are also people, and those same people also complain, the 3D graphics aren't as advanced as other things. They're not as advanced. The 3D graphics, like, make up your mind. And then, like, with the new Pokemon games, the new Diamond Pearl remakes, they faithfully adapted it, and then some people are like, ew, and then maybe, I'm sure, I haven't seen those people reactions to it. I don't know if it's positive or negative, and if it's negative, I'm like, well, this is the 3D, it's just the Diamond and Pearl, but 3D now. And then, like, they also made, like, Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is meant to be even more advanced Pokemon graphics, and then people were like, still not good enough. Like, I don't get people! What is good enough? Jeez, it annoys me that nothing that I feel like Pokemon do, like certain people in the Pokemon community, nothing the Pokemon company does will be good enough. Nothing you do will be good enough, guys. You gotta be so advanced. You gotta be like Zelda, even though Zelda takes like 4 to 5 years to come out with one game, make a game engine, and Pokemon comes out annually. I wonder why Zelda's able to go so far advanced. Not to mention, Zelda games are always on the most advanced consoles, and Pokemon was on the DS for years.
I've recently, I think that we all need to
like liking. Jeez.
Yeah, I've recently had complaints about.
I think that one thing we all have to realize, one thing that I think we all fail to realize is that working in the film industry, it's like people are never going to be happy with what you do. Like certain people, of course, other people will like your projects. Other people won't like it. Other people won't be satisfied, and that's just a part of the process, you know. Yeah. And that's what I think. That
by all means, accept criticism and try and learn from mistakes.
Yeah, I feel like you should accept criticism, but it annoys me when there's like criticism that feels backwards. Like people want this, but they don't want this. And then when you try to give them what they want or ask for, then they're like, but it's not good enough. It's not as far as we wanted it to go. So then it feels ultimately pointless and upsetting because you're just like, I don't know. Honestly, when it comes to my series, I get that way sometimes. Like, sometimes I'm like, so if I do this, it's not good enough. Then it's not going to be good enough, and then I feel like I'll never be good enough. So at this point, I just realized maybe I shouldn't try to be the perfect standard and just be happy with what I can do and keep trying to improve, but accept criticism, but at the same time, not let criticism, maul me down, I don't know. It just annoys me if people annoy me. Aiden's rant on humanity. We should nuke it all. We should nuke it all. Jeez.
That message was for you, Kizzy Cat, by the way, the one I just posted.
What message?
Oh my god!
I got distracted with stuff.
Yeah,
Anyways,
you think you
feelings
did?
aside. Leave me alone. I'm a very passionate.
This isn't so bad.
Yeah, I was trying to say that the Mutant Girl is kind of the same. It has a quick turnaround, so the visuals aren't going to be entirely spectacular at any point. I mean, some of the obviously like the season 1 was terrible because I had no idea what I was doing. But nowadays, it's not like I can compare visually to anything else people like put out. But those people have fan bases that come back several months later because they've been waiting for so long for this one thing.
Yeah, Rosie Close. Listen, I don't know. I don't really care for Rosie Close's newer stuff on it. I mean, I like her animation, but at the same time, part of me thinks is slowing down the process because she hasn't produced the Music Freaks episode in 3 months, and she literally said, hey, now that I mastered animation, it won't take 3 months. And she produced several anime videos in between and several music videos in between the episodes and stuff. Like, I get if she wants quality, but at the same time, there's at a certain point, it just feels ridiculous of how much time you're waiting in between episodes. And yes, Jacob, I know Dragon Ball dub stuff took months in between episodes, but that's still not optimal in my opinion, because I feel like episodes should come out, at least try to come out as consistently as possible.
I was going to say
And
AFMAL actually for this example, because because season 6 had like,
Yes.
took a whole year to be produced, and there's only 15 episodes without counting like the different parts, so the more like, I don't know, 18, 19 or something.
yeah, season 6 was a bit weird at times because some episodes didn't have any animation in it, but it still took several months in between episodes. I don't know, I didn't really get that.
Yeah, I feel like we need to like get a better look behind the scenes or something.
Do you guys know anything about season 7 being made? Or what is it? What season?
Does
is it?
anyone?
Admiral said one day she'll do season 7.
Does anyone know? That's the question.
Does Aphmau herself
All cats
know?
after all. You do?
I don't think so.
I made my costume with my spells. I can certainly make you one too.
Cadenta must hate you.
That makes no sense. How do you create stuff out of nothing with magic?
Shall we?
Yeah, well, it depends.
It's-
Usually, like, there's a law that matter can't be created or destroyed, but considering it's magic, I don't think that's too much of a problem.
Yeah, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I will say, I don't know, because, like, I mean, like, the way I usually do my magic system, and for example, on Fallen Angel, I use mana, and, like, the more you use your mana, the more experience you get by, like, I guess more mana you can, like, your body can handle channeling at once, and that means more magic you can do at once.
Uh-huh.
At the same, but that's how I do it, but, like, at the same time, I don't know, I don't really do too much curation magic in it, and I feel like it's kind of weird how you could just magic up costumes. Like, how hard
Lucinda's
is
a jack
that?
of all
Is that easy?
trades, so even if her magic were mana-based, not saying that it is, she still had almost 30 years of practice at this point.
Yeah, but does she need, like, stuff to cast a spell? Like, does she gather a bunch of material on the bed, then cast a spell and just reform that matter? Or does she create
Well,
it from air?
let's
Does
see how she
summon
does
it
it.
from other places?
Let's see how.
She
Let's see
won't.
how she does it.
All right, hold still.
With the wands, there's your answer.
Sailor Moon, finally.
So, well, you asked, didn't you? There you is.
Finally, it took you long enough to reference Sailor Moon.
Also, quick headcount. I said I was curious about who was gonna stay here. So with the guys we have Gareth, Lawrence, Travis, Aaron, and Zane. So that's 5 already. That's too many because the beds aren't shared evenly. Then we have Lucinda, Kawaii-chan, and Aphmau. So I guess there's 3. So there are 8, but considering that
No,
there's
and then
like,
we have Caitlin and Nicole.
yeah, who come in later. So that's a good point. Yeah, so 5 and 5. So there's got to be like another 2 beds somewhere. You know, one.
Yeah,
one
but
double in
even
each
then,
room.
or do a majority of people feel comfortable sharing a bed with someone else? Like, I mean, personally, I do, but I know, unlike most people, I have less boundaries. And
It
stuff.
depends.
Like,
It depends. Some people, given the option, will obviously choose not to. But if there's nothing else, if it's like in a hotel room, then it's kind of expected that you would have to, basically. So yeah, it can happen sometimes. Also, I'll ask again, how
I
is Fallen
refuse to
Angels
share a
Remake
bed
got
with my
Episode 1
mother.
remake doing? Well, Episode 1 remake, there have been a few issues with a couple of the scenes actually, because I've had to redo certain things that like crucially bad. Then Aiden's thing, one thing you're gonna mention, Aiden, is that your scene that I asked you to redo, but that was like a minor detail.
oh no, I already got the scene.
Yeah, that was a
done.
minor
Remember
thing. I'm
being-
talking about Williams and Quadsies. Those two had
Yeah, I mean, I would say
crucial
William's
things about them
scene
both.
is good, but it's definitely way too fast. Unfortunately.
Yeah, the way that he's editing it right now, at the speed that he's going, is not going to finish by the time the time it rolls around, which is in 11 days. So
Yeah,
That's
again,
something to
much
worry
like
about.
Rosy Closey, you gotta like manage quality and time. Like at the same time, yeah, but like you don't want things to take too long. Even with Fallen Angels, I do have that problem. But most of the time, it's because of voice actors why it takes so long to make stuff, rather than me actually doing the visuals.
yeah, true.
And
This time
Rosy
we were
Closey,
lucky.
I'm pretty sure it's just animation.
This time we were lucky because the voice actors had already recorded the lines previously. They already redubbed their lines because William was going to do a Minecraft animation of episode 1 at some point, but then it took way too long to do, so we just repurposed most of the dialogue for the remake. So we were lucky this
Yeah.
instance. But yeah, normally by this point we'd still be like asking people for lines or something, and they'd still be like blowing us off basically.
You guys need clothing ideas. We already got the clothing idea. We already got all the character designs for the episode. Keep in mind as well, because we try to recreate their episode 1 attire to the best of our ability.
I was gonna say we
Also,
don't.
by the way, Jacob, I re-emailed you my scene, the edited version of my scene.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'll watch that later, like off camera, so people don't see it too soon.
People don't see a spoiler.
Exactly.
Even though it's not really a spoiler because it's a remake. So
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna spoil how good the remake is gonna be. You know, that's true.
Oh yeah, the remake's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's a me is at 24% battery now, so better
Honestly,
crack
from
on.
hot topic, I just got back with food. Eco clothing beams make me out of nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's a Dragon Ball reference, and yes, Piccolo's clothes beam does in fact do that, and that's not even magic based, that's key based. So, what even are rules?
Wait, he could have a clothes beam? Awesome. I want that power. I could stylize me and everyone around me with relative ease. I can just go, blast, you get new clothes, and you get new clothes, and you get new clothes.
Yeah, and see, you accept that idea because it's Dragon Ball.
No, I want that power, though.
Same here, really.
That's the skirt I was talking about. You a twirl laugh, man.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Too late.
Oh, where were your minds, Lawrence and Gareth? Where were your minds at?
They're classy.
Were
They know
pure?
not to vocalize this kind of thing. They have telepathy. They can vocalize it to themselves all they want.
Yeah.
Nice one. I don't think it's your style.
Sailor Moon is a cute outfit choice. Oh,
Well, yeah,
Pikachu
well, yeah,
girl.
but the hair's wrong. Unlike the other Sailor Scouts, all like not blonde as well, so makes more sense. Oh look, she's wearing Azzyland's Pikachu dress from back in the day.
Hey, Gareth, look. It's from that game you used to play when we were kids. What was it? Digimon?
You heathen.
Yeah, Pokemon started Digimon.
No, just like I love the idea that someone could confuse that in this day and age. In 2016, anyone could confuse like a game that their Pokemon has been around like for 20 years and have been like the most successful media franchise of all time, which it still is to this day, and
Yeah, I
Digimon,
love
which just
Pokemon.
exists, I guess.
Yeah.
Talk to me again with that filthy mouth.
Let's face it, Digimon was better.
No.
Oh, hush, Lawrence.
Nice.
How is Digimon better?
I don't know.
Ever learn?
Third time's a charm. Here we go.
Aaron!
Lucinda,
Diaries,
what is this
Aaron.
out-
Oh, that's Diaries, Aaron.
Yeah,
I wait, but I can't believe there was no Full Metal Alchemist reference.
I'll tell you what
I'm upset.
I'll tell you what the outfit's
Right.
from. The thumbnail. Weirdly enough.
Diaries.
But even
Yeah.
from.
No, yeah, I know it's from
I'm
Diaries,
not
but still.
Sure. Right now. Ugh. We're just gonna have
They're gonna have to be Diaries season 1, Aaron, and well, season 2 as
I
well.
guess.
They didn't really change outfits.
To be fair, after all,
Yeah.
cosplays were becoming a thing at the time, so I
Charge
guess
for
that makes
this.
sense.
Weird looking outfit.
Don't judge your outfit. You wore that in the past at this point.
That's
It was-
the joke,
it's
Aiden. That's the joke.
How do you even see with that mask on?
It looks.
Don't even!
Oh, good grief,
Travis,
Hazy Brush is almost done.
You're
Okay,
adorable.
bye, Hazy Brush.
Thanks.
Years ago.
Wait, what?
I said you're adorable. And quite handsome, I'm mad.
Hang on, wait a second.
the first
Whoop,
girl that
scroll
Travis
back.
had liking him.
Scroll back. This needs to be heard in full clarity.
Oh,
Weird looking outfit.
How do you even see with that mask on?
It looks.
Don't even!
oh, Travis, you're adorable.
Thanks. Wait, what?
I said you're adorable. And quite handsome, I'm mad.
Me? You're talking about me?
You talking to me? You talking to me? I'm not the only one here, but you're still
Bro, not
talking to
gonna
me.
lie, if Lucinda was ever saying that to me, I think I'd react the same way Travis is acting.
What impression of Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
You know, Alex sometimes becomes the mafia when he gets hit on, obviously. Turns into mafia.
I just call up my Uncle Vinny and be like, hey, we got a problem.
Oh, gee.
That's a witch that's hitting on me. Okay. And honestly, the shocking part about this exchange is not the fact that Lucinda finds Travis adorable. But the fact that Travis is shocked that Lucinda finds him adorable is the reverse that because he says he's such a ladies' man, but it's like suddenly the bravado goes away when suddenly someone actually gives him that attention. It's strange. I mean, he's got a bunch of fangirls. We know that from the play days, but yeah, I guess again, as far as actual romances go, and like as far as like actual one-on-one attraction,
Out in the blue romance, you know.
as far as actual one-on-one attraction goes, maybe Travis isn't much of an expert as he thinks he is, or he pretends to be. There you go.
Might have hit my head too many times because I swear this babe said I was handsome.
I did.
What?
Lucinda?
Oh, well. I need to recharge my spells. You can pick another outfit for,
Oh, she does have mana. There you go.
for tomorrow tonight.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Now,
Mana!
Travis is going to treat me to lunch.
I am?
Mana.
Yep.
Man, I guess you know. I guess that's one way to get free stuff.
Yeah, call
Just,
someone
you know.
adorable and then get them to treat you to lunch. Okay.
I mean, you know, that's actually a good way to get free food. Not gonna lie.
No, that's
I mean,
how to get a guy to get you free lunch. May I add? Not a girl,
Oh.
because then they might just slap you in the face.
Yeah, Travis has been slapped too many times. He's not going to try it himself.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sure.
So Travis is like, he's been playing at his own game, actually.
Did
Oh,
that
jeez.
just happen? I think it did. Did not see that coming.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna look up some more costumes for Lucinda to try when they get back. Come on, let's play video games or something.
You
until
know, why
tomorrow.
not Full Metal Alchemist?
Maybe.
Oh wait,
Maybe
guys,
she-
you want to know something I noticed in season 2 that I don't know if you guys noticed this, but in season 2, and this was never included in any other season again, I don't think. It might have been in season 3 a little bit, but it wasn't included in any other seasons. In season 2, they like the characters' eyes were like actually blinking, and it was like super scary.
I think I remember a comment about that at some point. Yeah, that didn't really work in that proper way. I know. Works in Gacha, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
they did blink in like Phoenix Drop days and like stuff past MyStreet season 6, like whenever she did a roleplay. I believe.
I don't know. I just find it weird whenever I see like the Minecraft characters blink, and I know that like the Bedrock edition has that now, or like the Xbox edition
God.
of
Wait.
Minecraft.
How's that work with skins? Because some skins have the eyes in different places, so if they have that animation there... Okay.
Well, only certain skins have it. Like, I don't think that like Yoda, because I know that that's like a skin pack like Star Wars.
Okay.
I don't think like Yoda might blink. Like, it's not like a stormtrooper's like visors are gonna like go up and
Alright.
down.
Completely
misplaced,
my
Now we finished the episode. The episode was overall good, but today we are going to, but while we have the time now, we're going to watch one of my Ask My Music videos because me and Jacob talked about this before stream.
Yes, that's true. Off stream, we were mentioning that some of Aiden's videos, those particularly Atma ones, blow up because that's how it went to me. But this one in particular blew up for him recently, more recently than the previous one.
More
And-
recently. I'm still confused why Noi won't end up with Abel got 5.2 thousand views, and my YAAAAAAAA music video now has got 2,000 views.
I mean, honestly, the Noid Abe was quite a hot take at the time. That's true, you know, considering
yeah,
that
it's such a hot.
that came right
Aiden
after
did
the
it. Honestly,
episode
it was.
when that came right after the episode when Noi and Ava went on a date, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I don't know why Zancian one blew up so fast, but I guess the algorithm liked me that day for some reason.
I suppose, yeah.
I don't
this
know
one,
why.
Yeah, this one is more of a mystery, but it's a good blessing nonetheless. Let's watch it. See if it's worth it.
I, like,
You rewind, but alright.
I, like this girl. Yeah, that's it.
Kawaii-chan?
No, ew.
Booties.
Oh, good
Aw,
grief,
that
Lars.
thing's
Do it herself.
You do believe in me!
What?
Still, that was nice of him.
Okay, that's some weird sound mixing right there. That's straight out of Glamwit, actually.
Yeah, the sound mixing in here was either hit or miss.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Aphmau voicing Kawaii-chan.
Don't be a baby.
I'm gonna do it. Just give me a moment.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
That was fun.
That was fun. Kawaii-chan meanwhile just like jumped and like end up like halfway down the slide already.
I'm sorry, but who just doesn't wear underwear with their bathing suits?
Wait, what?
I don't wear underwear in
I wear
my bathing
underwear.
suit.
Yeah, no, same
I wear
here, because
underwear.
the point of that is that, you know, underwear is not waterproof and bathing suits are. That's the idea. So I
Yeah,
thought it was-
soggy underwear feel weird. I don't
They're not a
like
standard
it when my
practice.
underwear get wet.
Yeah.
Change.
Yeah, well, however, obviously, like, you know, tie up the straps really tight, because otherwise, you know, you don't want to have a Zane incident happen, basically.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, also do that.
Yeah, so it should be fine otherwise.
I mean, they're pretty cute, not gonna lie. Those swim trunks. I like the swim trunks. They're pretty nice.
I also love the fact that like tied to it, like his
Little
legs,
cat.
like on the skin section, they're just like immediately on his legs. His entire torso does not have them.
It's like on his hips, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yes. So if you guys haven't noticed by now, Aiden's method of making out my music videos is a little bit different to mine, because I mean I've shown people a couple of my music videos on here before. I mean, while yes, we're both seem to go in chronological order in this instance, Aiden tends to like focus much more on like the actual like visual editing and finding all the clips together versus the actual song in question, and then also like has a lot more seemingly more dialogue bits in between. Whereas I like tap into that very briefly sometimes. Like in the Travis one, which actually blew up for me, more or less the same way that this one did.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe adding dialogue helps it blow up more views.
Not necessarily. The Zane one's got you know like twice as many views, or like 2.5 times as many views as that one by now, and that has no dialogue from the regional. I don't know. Maybe just Zane. Something about Zane.
I like this moment.
One plan to tease Kawaii-chan to try and act more seriously.
I just...
If you need to talk, Kawaii-chan is here.
Thank you, Kawaii-chan.
My chef!
Is that what you were doing throughout the entirety of the edits? Just going my ship to yourself as you edited.
Yeah, pretty much.
like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. My ship.
Yes. Yes, I am.
We hate that OTP. No, we loves it. I don't know. I can't do a good Gollum impression.
Yeah,
I haven't
me
tried it
neither.
properly.
Yes.
I wasn't always this unique, you know. I'm amazing.
Oh yeah, the song's called Where It All Began, but you're showing it in chronological order, not going back to where it all began.
Yeah, listen, let me listen. I had actually issues shortening this speech because she had a long speech, so I tried my best to shorten it
Yeah.
in the music video. So
Yeah.
Before.
Okay, wait a second.
And to
Wait,
have-
Alan, that's another thing about your approach that's different to mine, is that you'll choose a song, you know, say, oh yeah, this is like works as a song, and I'll just like have this is like a nice edit, which is what most Apple music video creators do. Then I will choose a song and like, okay, I'm gonna parody this to make sure it fits with like the Aphmau theme, so it doesn't like have like a super awkward exchange. I don't know. That's the way that.
nah, where it all began is good because you see, it's where it all began. Like if we see where it all began, and then it's like saying where it all began.
Yeah, repeating the
that's
title
why.
4 times doesn't help the case at all.
Families. Growing up was difficult. Other people would ask if we were all multiple, or would mistake me for one of my siblings. I felt like a copy of everyone. I guess I feel like I can confide in you.
Wait,
even
that's
if
weird. Like,
just-
so, like, wait a minute. So both Mifra characters that take center stage, and like both Kawaii-chan and Kiori have an issue with standing out against their siblings. Must be like a very
Yeah.
common Mifra problem to have, actually. I guess.
Yeah.
Even if just a bit, I had hoped that someday someone would look at me with those loving eyes. It's Nana. My name. It's Luna.
I thought this was cute clip, so I included it.
Of course.
And I like the lighting of that shot. Before.
Yeah, there's more scenes that stand on their own here, and with no dialogue, with their own fallen angels. Just throwing that out there. Everyone's worried about their batteries now. We need to wrap this up, actually.
We'll wrap it up after this music video.
Huh? Where is that coming from?
It's just, if I had the chance to ship you with someone, I'd like to ship you with me.
The most kawaii-chan thing ever uttered in humanity.
Are you...
Oh, I love that scene though.
I love how that scene was already like so quiet, and like you've got like the again going for the top of it.
Listen, so what? I picked songs with big beat drops. I don't care.
I feel like your process of selecting a song is, this sounds good. Okay, time to put it to
Yeah,
something.
I like
don't
this
know.
song. I want to use it in something.
Time to put it
I
to
like
anything at all.
Exactly. I gotta get a good fitting song. Oh, that was a cute clip. Sorry, I just like several of these moments are so cute.
Yes.
You can call me Nana.
Oh, Zane, you can call it whatever you want.
Oh, jeez. What was the last clip I did of Kwai-chan and Zane? Oh, I actually did their final, like, actual couple moments.
Oh,
alright, there we got to my beautiful end card.
Yeah, apparently the music ruins it. Okay. Well, I tell you what, it's a me. You're new on the channel. So you haven't seen any of my music videos yet. But I feel like
Yes,
we
let's
should
watch.
probably like. Oh, you wanna? I tell you what, we can play my Zane one. How about that?
Mine's still better, though. Because I think it's cute.
Well,
Zane
we'll
Chin is
see.
a cute ship that I like showing up.
We'll see.
Sure.
Fortunately enough, I was updating the stream, so I'm already on here. If anyone has
Where
to go,
it
like,
all
first, they just go. It's fine.
began.
So yeah, this is my most viewed AFMAL music video.
Hey, brother, do you still believe in love?
What?
I like
That's
that
not
song.
the song.
I know, but it reminds me of that song.
I mean,
like the
it's
song,
the
Hey,
same genre.
Hey, brother, do you still believe in one another? Hey, sister, do you still believe
What?
in love? I forget how it goes.
For
I'm
the
sorry, just
water
singing.
is sweet, but blood is thicker.
Blood is thicker.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Okay.
And,
There you go. So this one's at nearly 5,000 actually now. That's So again, I guess Zane sells. If anyone wants to make an
There's
AFMAL music
nothing
video,
in this world I wouldn't
do
do.
one on Zane. It works. But yeah, that's not the song that I chose for this. So you're about to see the difference between this version and my one if this actually loads. If it loads. Oh, it's on. Wait, is that on a? No, it's not on a playlist. What am I talking about? There it is.
Yeah, but like visuals in your music videos are pretty lackluster most
Again,
of
it's
the time.
again different approaches. That's why I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do this to compare.
That's
but it's not loading.
non-canon.
Okay. Come on, load already. Here we go.
All the man steps
No,
in a place
no,
where...
we've skipped it. We've skipped too far. Hang on. Jeez, that ruined it.
That
Hang on.
isn't canon.
What isn't canon? What are you talking about?
The beginning of the Zayn music video till the bitter end.
Oh, right. Well, I can't see it at the moment because it's frozen on screen.
Again,
so...
I live for canonicity, and I usually highlight the MyStreet saying again, and I put more stock in the video.
Oh, I just start it again. It's not loading. It's not
A
loading.
man steps in a place where everyone's annoyingly happy.
No.
Never good enough.
It's loading just
Can't
fine
say
for
his
me.
breath, it wasn't right.
I just
for me.
turned it down. It's still. Oh, it's
They all
playing on the other
thought
one.
This was
That's
so...
why. It was playing on the other version. That's the.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is the beginning of it. I started on this because I thought it was just a bit fun,
Not
really.
canon.
I know it's not canon. Look, Santa's standing there. It's on a flying pony. Of course, not canon.
If we're highlighting a character's journey, why show non-canon clips?
Because
Well,
it's
yes,
that's his journey.
Reasons beyond your
MyStreet's
understanding.
steps.
That's his journey.
You know,
That's his journey
but-
as
but, you know,
a
I'm gonna
media
show
character.
non-canon stuff. But,
That's also his journey as a media
Again-
character. You get both in this instance. You get the best of
yeah,
both worlds.
but then you would have to highlight his diaries approach, and we don't get any clips from diaries. I mean, this could be considered diaries, but this was a clip in MyStreet season 1 where it could
I'm
be
aware.
considered diaries.
That was
but
on stream. I'm aware.
It wasn't. Again, so if you want to highlight his character as in general his journey, you would have to highlight clips from diaries. But it
Well,
makes no
perhaps I'll
sense
do a
from having-
Diary Zane one sometime. I don't know. Later on.
Yeah, again.
Everyone's
Yeah.
annoyingly happy, never good enough.
I know, happiness sucks. I mean,
They all thought that this was some phase, and you're just confused. That's how everyone saw me. I gave up the darkness and found my place. So said my family.
The lowest note I've ever tried to hit.
Lonely and sad was the life I had. Rather stay far away because people made me mad. Got a foul head. I'm evil enough. Said won't catch me dead. And to so much to hide and to cast aside. Is it possible I'll open up to F and let it slide till the bitter end? I'll stick with my best friend over my family. Okay, F is kind of cool, I'll admit, but that doesn't mean I'm
just saying, Akmao's dress in that scene is trash. What is that texturing?
Didn't we go over
Yeah,
this
Isn't
already?
that hard, the texture?
Didn't we go over this in the
Akmao's
video?
dress in that
Zane's is
scene
way
is
better.
bad. No, as a skin maker, I am disappointed.
Aiden, we went
Akmao.
over this on
I have
stream.
made skins with better texturing than that. What the?
We went over this on stream, Aiden. We talked about this. I'm pretty sure.
We talk about look, whenever I see dresses, well, not dresses in general, just like any skin that's poorly textured, I will sit here and criticize it because how dare you make a badly textured skin?
Oh no. Sacrilege.
Yes.
It was probably made last minute.
There's Casey
Maybe,
sees
yeah.
some-
Considering that Zane's one is from Athel's Diary,
with guards
so,
was
yeah.
not fun if I'm being honest. This idea was the harshest. Lawrence doesn't help, but he's second to none compared to my family. Sharp and direct, I aim to protect. Up is my best friend. That
Yeah,
is
see, I went backwards here.
Yes.
I went backwards
Wow,
here. So
let's
I'm not
go
going.
backwards
I'm not going
because
fully in
If we're
order.
going over the fact of a character's history, let's go to season 3 clips because
I take the memento approach. Not everything has to be shown in order, but you get the order nonetheless.
yeah, but a character journey should be chronological, in my opinion. If you're gonna show character journeys, the clip should be chronological. And
Well, that's
flashing
what the
back
song-
and forward
see, that's the thing.
when you're talking about characters' journey and evolution, makes no sense how you're showing them the past unless you're using that clip to show how they're different.
Well,
to
see,
their
it
present.
wouldn't, but the
this
thing
clip
is, Aiden-
showing how he wants people to respect his best friend.
Aiden,
But
Aiden.
even
See,
though
the
it's in the
thing,
past.
Aiden. See, the thing about this is that you can't get away with doing that because your songs don't match up. My songs actually go in chronological order deliberately, so I write them in chronological order and I sing them like that. So that way, if the clips, I know that's what I'm saying. So if the clips don't match the chronological order, you still get the character's journey regardless. That's why I do it the way I
it's
do it.
still dumb visual editing wise because you should still try to make it as good in the time as.
Chat,
as
did I
solid in
did I
timeline
not
possible.
say that I focus more on the song and the visuals beforehand? Did I not say that in this very stream?
Visuals still matter. I'm sorry, visuals matter.
They still matter, but here's the thing. I can take more liberties with this because I have the structure already laid out. That's the thing. I'm allowed to explore much more. And of course, the Romeo and Juliet play has to be highlighted in the chorus because it's an important thing. Well, that's like the How Does Zane Stole Christmas? Some of his finest moments, actually.
Yeah, the chorus should have played clips from the past, but I know this makes no sense.
That's a song like that I just sang.
Love but not me now, so it was seen, but I never wanna let her get close to someone like Jean till the
And I will say here, this is where I shouldn't have actually gone back. This was the thing with me because I couldn't find a good clip with Zane and Jean together without anyone else apart from this one scene here. So
What do you mean? There's one episode with it where Jean and him interacted in episode 5.
Yeah,
and
I thought,
not episode 5, but season 3.
Yeah, season 3.
Season
Yeah, I
3.
thought of using that, but the thing is, either they do that so far backstage, or they do that for a few seconds at a time and someone else appears, or there's other people on stage at the same time as them, not on stage, on screen at the same time as them. So it didn't work as like an individual, visualization. So I just went with this again. So yeah.
Yeah, no.
I wish I could have worked around that, but that's where I will give myself an L for that. Yeah.
Put my best friend over my family. Who'd have thought that I could be deceived into causing pain to my own dear brother? Now I'm back to normal, everybody is relieved, he is my family. Time for yet another grand vacation where I might get with a significant other. But why insist on a change of our pace and let us try slowly?
What a surprise that not playing the dialogue over that scene doesn't have the music ruin it, because it's a different form of medium, it's transformed enough.
Well, yeah,
to not be ruined.
again, the dialogue was so sweet to play, was the point. We get to hear the dialogue.
Kawaii-chan ships herself with me. That could have been the alternate. That's the alternate line right there.
Grumpy and brave, yes I'm a remain. I am putting one step forward because they're allowed to save. In the team spirit, I plan to stay with it till we're home.
Why is it pink?
Why is blood pink? Well,
no. Why is the text pink?
The text isn't pink. The text is purple.
No, it's purple. Why is the text purple though?
Okay, I used the purple text. I just forgot to give it the white outline. That all the chorus text is that a lot of times I do these days. I have the chorus text be a different color. I still do that sometimes, actually, not in the Dante song. But what I did was I gave it a white outline, but I forgot to add the outline here. So it's the same color as the rest of the chorus text, just doesn't have the outline to match it. That's the issue.
Yeah, I just feel like white and purple doesn't really make sense for colors of Zane. Wouldn't it make sense to have dark blue and black as that outline colors? Like, I mean, I get it with the parts of Ath and him establishing a friendship. I get why you did that, but at the same time, character color-wise, should correspond more to blue or black, or maybe black and white, rather than, than
well,
purple.
you see,
like,
I was saving blue for Caitlyn and Dante. No, I have no idea, actually. I don't actually know.
Yeah,
and Kitty Cat's
the color choice makes no sense to me.
Kitty Cat's
I
actually...
get for the outfit, but still.
Yeah, what I can't remember. I think I changed the color of Travis's chorus lines to also. I can't remember if it was also purple or something. But yeah, just have something different if the kind of thing has one color shaded with them. Apart from, I could have made Travis's ones white and just give it a different outline. Maybe. I don't know. And in case you guys are wondering what this video is, it's we're comparing different our music videos now because we brought that up before we started streaming. So yeah, this is my parody of Zane of God's Country. It's on my Zane.
Oh, just saying, one problem I do have with this episode is, though, because, like, I feel like the Zane animation, the Zane and Garth animation was not as good as compared to the Caitlyn and Lucinda animation. Like, that animation for Lucinda and Caitlyn was amazing.
True.
The animation from here, watching the scene, was lackluster compared to that animation. It's kind of weird. Like, I get it, two different people animated, but at the same time, there was such a quality drop-off between animations, in my opinion.
Yeah, we'll look forward to that, to the Music and Go remake, where there's going to be like 5 different clashing styles all together for the first time.
I have no intent to leave, oh, there's a monster left to slay till the bitter end. I'll stick with
he got stabbed in the shoulder, and it didn't impair him at all in the episode.
Yeah.
I don't get why he got stabbed straight through the shoulder, but it didn't impair him at all during any of the fight scenes or anything in the rest of the season 6. His shoulder wound didn't affect him at all.
Not to mention, he got a gash similar to Kawaii-chan's one, and she could barely walk, and he was perfectly fine. I don't know.
Yeah, and the fact that Kawaii-chan couldn't become a relic because, she was too injured, but Zane got a sword stabbed to his shoulder, got sliced in the chest, and got some other slashes on his body. and then he could become a relic. Really ass-mouthed character. I get why, but at the same time, why though?
Yeah.
Why though?
So yeah, Emily just says, "So I missed the whole thing." Yeah, that's true. I was wondering where you were because we had
You're
like
judging my music video, which is my second most viewed video.
we
and
had
we're
one of the
judging
most
Jacob.
active chat sessions of all of the streams, but yet you, who's the consistently most active chat member, didn't seem to appear. I don't know. It's fine.
All right, let's continue this music video.
I mean, it's about to end, but yeah.
Oh, that was such a weird end shot. Like, even with my end shots of music videos, I usually have, like, the last kind of relevant shot I could find that looks good, but that end shot was trash. I'm sorry. Like, it could have been maybe Zane hugging Garth.
Well,
Like, again, that shot existed. Like, that would be a better end shot, but...
I mean,
like,
well, A, that wouldn't match the lyrics. B, that was sort of a callback to the way that the Aaron music video ended, which I'm not going to play now because we're going to be here all night. But that because in that one it ends with Caitlyn punching Aaron out, and that's like the end shot, which I think is like one of the best end shots I've done in a music video for Afmal.
Oh yeah, but that was a good end shot. But at the same time, that end shot was just weird. It was just Garth being all mad at Zane, like, "Oh man, I'm gonna kill you," and then it ends.
Kitty Cat says, "I'm going to talk about the mutant girl in the chat." Well, you're welcome to do so, but at the same time, we're about to end the stream.
Stream's about to end.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we have been here for almost 2 hours, so.
Oh jeez.
It is time to
also
bid people adieu.
Yes, because this live stream is pretty much my break. Then I have to get back to writing. So.
Oh blimey! Okay, fair enough then. All right. Well, in that case.
Well, we should end off the stream here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Keep watching the Mutant Girl. Kitty Cat, what'd you think of what'd you think of the new thumbnails I made for the Mutant Girl?
She doesn't know those are new. She doesn't know which ones are made by you and which
those
ones
are
aren't.
new. The majority of the thumbnails post episode 3 were made by me.
Oh jeez.
Outside episode 8, part 1.
Apparently, your favorite characters being Agatha and Pete. I'm genuinely surprised about Pete actually. I mean, Agatha, I can guess.
What's everyone's favorite Mutant Girl character? What's everyone's favorite Mutant Girl character from the Mutant Girl? Mine is Agatha and Pete. Oh, Pete's a bit of a different choice, different than most people, but I don't know. Mine's Mrs. Dysart, Agatha, or Morena. Yeah.
Probably Mrs. Dysart. She's hilarious.
No, not probably Mrs. Dysart. It is Mrs. Dysart, Agatha.
And then, of course, Emily says Empress. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess that concludes that discussion for now. So yeah, we've got Cosplay and Chaos from next time that we come on to here, which was for March the 9th. So again, another 3 days. What a surprise. So yeah, we'll see you all for that point. Same time, same place, 5 years later. Until then, please be sure to leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. Yes, bye. Thank you, Aiden. What a great outro. But yeah, subscribe to Aiden and to Alex. I don't have their channels linked because I know they were going to join me until recently. But you can find them if they're Aiden the Best and Alex Opio. So, yeah. And of course, subscribe to me if you've not done so already. But yeah, on that note, until next time, farewell.
Farewell.
Bye-bye.
I remember to put the end screen on this time.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna still be taking my break because my mother is making me food right now. So
Ooh,
that is fair. Yeah.
By the way, a message to one of you, Chad.